Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to CCxRC. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at this beautiful new Ford Ranger MSRT by CEN Racing. It is just a four-wheel drive truck, Ford Ranger base. And you're going to get me, CEN, with this whole MSRT thing, trying to explain what it is. It gets confusing as you keep talking about what it is. The more I do, the more I mess up. But it is a European market thing only. We can't get it here in the US, the MSRT variations of the Ford. It's a direct partnership with Ford. And so this is a licensed truck that CEN is doing here. Really slick, got a lot of the cool stylings of that MSRT, including that like honeycomb style grill here in the front. Now these on here are just stickers and decals, but they're getting a great look of that. We've got the spoiler here on the top even, and they've got this little wing even on the tailgate in the rear. So very, very nice looking. It's got a little bevel in the side of the body. The body's well done. The inside of it is blacked out for your windows. So it's not even like a partial through window. These stickers are covering paint. Some of you guys know how to remove that and are very good at that. I've never done it, but it's just something to know. They have continued their partnership with KG1 Forged Wheels, and these are the Adrenaline wheels. They've also continued their licensing partnership with Fury tires, and these are the Fury Country Hunter ATs. It's a street tire, it's on-road looking tread pattern, and it does all terrain, but it's a great on-road tire. As you can see with it flipped up here, it is the 3-link panhard setup, both front and rear. Metal drive shafts down the middle here, keeping everything really nice and straight. The transmission in here is set to their high speed. It is a changeable transmission. I'll say that. It's 2 speeds, but you can't switch it on the fly. You have to take apart the transmission. And it's really easy to do, but you have to choose if you want it to be low speed or high speed. But for most street performance on road, you're going to want the high speed gearing in it anyway. Or if you really want it for off-road type stuff and you're towing, you're probably going to put in a brushless system. I've seen them at a lot of the events I go to, so I know that's the case. Let's see. I like the blacked out, the matte that they've got here, even at the bottom of the body. I hadn't noticed that really before. And then the bumpers, it's also here in the bed. Looks like it's got a tonneau cover on there. One other thing about the wheels is they look like they're beadlocks. They're like fake looking beadlock wheels, but there are glued tires and wheel combo sets here. The mirror has a nice little reflective piece on it. Those are molded. Their center hubs here on your wheels are removable with just 2 screws, 1.5 millimeters. Nice to get in there to your 7mm nut, and I'll be able to take that apart. We'll take off the body, get a closer look underneath here. They do have these nice plastic protectors. Another thing is it's very solid because they put foam underneath the body in order to allow it to. I'm going to save these pieces because I want them up under there. They've got foam pieces to help snug up the body and make it not make so much noise and rattle as it drives along. So there is a seam here I'm seeing in the body. I don't know what that's caused by. It goes along the fender here, along the bed, and then down this wheel well. I don't know if that's in the trucks themselves or not, and they're just showing that, or if that's a molding process thing or 2 molds in order to be able to release, because this is a tight little piece to try and get that off of. Some of the molding things that they've got to do. I don't know. I did notice it though. Just want to point it out because some of you guys are like total pixel peepers on bodies, and it's already got holes in it. So, but if you are looking to get an aftermarket clear one, that's something to note. It is 1 piece except for this here. I believe it's just stuck on. Nope, there's actually screws holding it in up on the bottom. So that is in there pretty well. This little spoiler here, and it might actually be plastic, a molded piece. All right, looking underneath, a couple things to note. 3-piece frame here. It's a C-channel style stamped frame, and it is adjustable. And I think this is a much shorter piece than comes in the other one. It definitely is, because there's no way they'd be able to do it. So they were able to probably use the same front and rear as they do with their F450s, but just shorten this center bracing piece in order to tuck this up and make it a lot lot smaller as we see it. A couple things that we note again, metal. We do have metal links. We have metal drive shafts, as I said before. Metal gears as well in this. It's running planetary style differentials in the axles. The center field's locked. You can see it pushing through there, and it's fighting there. So we've got a center locker, but they are open planetaries. You can get lockers for these. There's already upgrades for these axles. These axles have been out a long time. And so if that's something you're looking to do, there are options to lock this up if you're really just looking to off-road and haul with this thing. Trailer hitch options in the rear. You've got this other plate here, same as it looks a little bit like a mix of a couple things, because you could put the servo mount, it looks like, on here with these couple holes. Looks like maybe it would hold, I don't know what that's for. I know that they do sell, no, that's not what it's for. Your housing here holds your receiver inside, and this is a 60 amp 1060 Hobby Wing ESC. So decently put together as far as the build. Your servo up in the front, metal links up there as well. You've also got the sway bars in the front and rear here, just to kind of stiffen the truck up. Nice bracing throughout, keeping it really rigid and stiff. But yeah, very, very much a CEN truck that we've seen before. Just a new take on it as far as what's underneath the hood and on the outside. The radio is one we've seen from them before. Very familiar with it. It's a digital transmitter, so you don't have knobs and all that for your trims. It's all programmed with the buttons when it's on, which is nice because when it's packed away and turned off, they're not getting adjusted when you pull it out. Your steering is not going to be off from carrying it in your bag. That's the one nice thing about it. It feels a bit dated, but it works well, and I do like the rubberized grip. It is one-handed drivable, which is nice. Battery tray is flipped in here sideways. I don't remember. They must have done that in the last ones. I have my Sicario here, which will also show you kind of just a difference in the size between the two. Much smaller, much shorter. You can see just how much bigger and longer these are. Much longer centerpieces on this rail for sure. And the battery tray was centered, running this way, and so this is a little bit different with this one. I thought it seemed different being sideways like that, but it's probably just to get it so it tucks in through this a little bit nicer. But much smaller platform, oil-filled shocks. These have plastic shock bodies, but they are threaded, so they are adjustable instead of using clips. But they feel very smooth, pretty stiff. I think especially for such a light truck that you're driving on road. We'll see how well it absorbs just driving, or if it's gonna look bouncy. They did put little pieces up on the inside of your bodies here, the little foam pieces, to help snug that up and keep it so the body doesn't jiggle so much when you're driving it. So we're going to get this out, guys. We'll do a little run footage and give you our thoughts on it. But we've driven a lot of these CENs, and they're just a fun scale driver on road. And we'll see what kind of capabilities it has. All right, let's get out and do it. Guys, it is a beautiful day to be out here driving this thing. It looks so good with these fall leaves in the background like that. Oh my goodness. It's a really, really pretty truck. I am noticing, however, the body is bouncing around quite a bit. So even with those foam pads, it's pretty rattly. That's one of the first things that I'm noticing about the truck right now. Other than that, steering feels good, tires feel good out here. We'll give it a few faster passes here, kind of whipping it back and forth. You can see the steering very responsive with this radio. Truck, even at speed, not really wanting to roll over, which is a good thing. We'll bring it back here, coming in through the grass. But yeah, I mean, very planted. I will tell you, I had some footage from last night and I rolled it out here because I caught in one of those holes and I got some road rash on it, and I used a magic eraser and it got the blacktop black off of the top of the car. So it's looking pristine again. That had black scrapes all up and down the top of it. But we got some footage of it bashing. I actually have footage of it doing that, but it was pretty dark out, and the car just didn't shine like it is now in this lighting. So I wanted to come back out, get a little bit more footage, and I'll insert some of that footage of the crash, but you can see now after how clean it looks. I'm gonna have to magic eraser a few other cars that I have. We're gonna also take this up the road. I just want to get some footage here. It's really windy. It's getting colder in Michigan. They're saying that it could, man, look at that shot. Oh, it looks so real. Let me get a little bit further back. We get a thumbnail out of that. Get rid of that guy right there. That looks like a thumbnail shot if I've ever seen one. Pretty. Ah, nice bokeh. Ah, stupid leaves. Gotta let them go by. Get out of my shot. I have to be careful with mic placement too. That's the other thing that was bothering me about that footage, is it was really breathy sounding. And this mic, I do usually talk louder than normal and longer sentences, and then I take deep breaths to catch my breath and keep going. Kind of like I just did there. But I don't know, it was picking up really, really loudly this last one. So I thought, you know what? Nobody wants to listen to that. Let's go back out and shoot some more. The mic was also clipping. So I had the audio set wrong. I had a lot of fails that were happening. Oh, that's like a pretty scenic drive here with the light dappled. Let's get a shot of that. I'm gonna zoom in so we get a little bit more nice shot as it hits coming through this. See if focus will pick up here. Let's tap to focus. Still learning this camera after being on a Panasonic boy for so long. I still think that was pretty. We're gonna do it again. You guys get to see what the filmmaking magic is like. We're just resetting the same shot, and we're gonna do it again. Nice. Oh, there, we got it to roll. Hopefully we don't have rash on here. Oh, we did road rash it. Well, this is why we can't have nice things, folks. All right, time to send it. You know what we're about to do. You know how we do around here. Nothing's safe, nothing's sacred. Sending it. All right, guys, we're just kind of throwing this thing around, having a little bit of fun, and just seeing what it can take. Taking off with some sweet jumps. Oh yeah, we are. Driving on some cement. Yep. Sand. Check. All right, guys, there you have it, a bash with the new CEN Ford Ranger MSRT. It's a really, really beautiful truck. You can really see the lines in it right now as the sun is hitting it. Just kind of the light of the sun in the shade here. Beautiful, crisp fall day in Michigan, and had a blast out here running it. Got some dust on it, we jumped it. We kind of full sent this thing, and it took everything that we threw at it. So we're just running it on 2S, even though with that new ESC, you could put 3S in it. You're still chancing a little bit with the motor. Your motor life may vary on 3S, so it's plenty of truck on 2S for what it's needed to be. But if you want to do more, I'm sure, like I said, a lot of guys go brushless so they can have the speed and the slow crawl abilities on 3S, and it opens up the world to you when you do that. But man, out of the box, just ripping it like it was on 2S, we had a blast. It's just fun to kind of tool around with. If you're out on just sidewalks or whatever in a neighborhood, that'd be fun to kind of just take a walk and run the RC around. So anyway, guys, I'd love to see what you're doing with these. What color would you get? Would you get the gray or would you get the blue? The blue looks awesome on video. I'm looking at it right here, and if it was a real truck, it would be stunning. I kind of wish it was in my driveway as a real truck right now. But thanks to CEN for sending this out to do a review for you guys, and we hope you are having an awesome day and that you keep on RCing, guys. We'll catch you next time.